day everyone. This time we're going to discuss about culture and morality and the influence of culture in the moral development. First, we are going to define what is morality. Morality can be defined as the standards that an individual or a group has about what is right and wrong or good and evil. So ang morality is mao ni siya mga actions, mga decisions and choices nato. It's either sakto ba siya or dili, maayo or dautan. Then also, morality is a complex of concepts and philosophical belief by which an individual determines whether his or her action are right or wrong. So, badok ningon ganina nga mga decisions, mga choices nimo, it's either sakto or dili. Then, morality is a broad concept. It can refer to the actions and choices we make or the way we think and feel about those actions and choices. It can also refer to the values and beliefs that determine our behavior. For example, being honest, treating others with respect, and helping those in need. Second is culture. What is culture? Culture is derived from the Latin word cultura or cultus, which means care or cultivation. Culture as cultivation implies that every human being is a potential member of his own social group. Then, another, cultivation refers to the actions of cultivating land. We use this terminology to refer to a culture of collective learning that focuses on growing and enabling each other. So ang culture, for example, kung naa ka sa isa ka social group, nasa social group is naay mga lain nga members nga naay mga talents and abilities or skills. So ang each member is kinanglan siya og mga tao nga mag-support, mag-provide, mag-encourage sa ilaha para ma-develop nilang skills o ilang talents. For example, matawag man nato og skills or abilities or talent ang pagtulo sa mga bata. So, ang imong mga members sa community or sa ka social group, ingon sila nga maayo ka or bagay sa imuhang mag-teacher. So, iburso nimo nga imuhang gusto, then one day nahimo kang teacher, and then katong achievement nimo is or accomplishment is wala lang siya nag-fulfill kung unsa ang imuhang gusto, but also naka-contribute ka sa member sa society or sa inyong community. Kaya nakatulo man ka og lain nga mga bata. Gudagamit din mo imong profession para sa uban. Si Edward B. Taylor, an Englishman and anthropologist, nag-ingon siya nga siya nag-develop one of the classic definition of culture. Ingon siya, culture is that complex whole which includes knowledge, belief, law, art, moral, custom, and other capabilities and habits acquired as a member of society. In other words, culture refers to the totality of the humanly created world from material culture and cultivated landscape via social institution, political, religious, economic, to the knowledge and meaning, something that human has created and learned in a society. So, ingon po siya sa culture includes all aspects of human activity, tanan nga ginabuhat sa tao, from the fine arts to popular entertainment, from everyday behavior to the development of sophisticated technology. Then it contains the plan, rules, techniques, design, and policies for living. So ang next is The influence of culture in moral development. So, unsa kuno ang impluwensya sa culture sa moral development sa human. So, culture has been with us since the dawn of human existence. So, sa una rin ang culture. Significant as it is, a culture considerably shapes its member on how they live and relate within themselves with other culture. So, ang example sa culture is na ay norms, languages, food, festivals, customs, dress, religious belief, strong and weak culture, and daghan pa. So, ang kanya siya mga culture is magamit nato sa ato ang moral development. Kung sa ato mga human activities everyday, kung sakto ba ng imong gibuhat or dili imong mga decisions or choices nga imong ginapili. Every person or every human being or kita natay na inherit sa atong parents. For example, ana is sa norms. Do not talk back to elders. Then make direct contact with the people you are speaking to. Then, for example, also sa religious belief. Christian wear a cross as a symbol of their faith. The Islamic belief is that a human should cover her head or her whole body. So overall, culture plays a vital role in the development of the human person. In every aspect of the human person, the cultural background can be very visible. In particular, culture has an essential influence on the moral development of the human person since morality is just one of the cultural aspects. So at this point, let us particularize how culture influences the moral development of the people.
The influence of culture in moral development. Culture is always social and communal by which the relationship of the people towards one another and their experience as the people are the culture's meadow. Means, in a relationship, communal experience of culture influence the moral development of its member. It is important to note that morality as a principle is promoted because primarily of the relationship within the community and also laws and rules and standards of attitudes and behaviors are promulgated by the community to promote that relationship that binds together as a people and cultures being handed down from one generation to another. The kind of morality may not be absolutely the same with the previous generation due to the change that would inevitably occur. Culture defines the normative principles and the behavior of the society. It defines which particular principle and behavior that would serve as the best interest of the community. There would be a definition of what are the principles and behavior also that should be not be promoted or rejected. Those influence of cultures is normal development is best seen in terms of relationship label. Again, it is a basic risk that is in the relationship within the community and in the experience of that relationship that the community would be able to form certain normative principles and behaviors. A culture best exemplified in experience of the people develops projections and set boundaries and limitations as they live and relate with one another. These restrictions and boundaries serve as protection among themselves. This would create an atmosphere of promoting the welfare of the community. Indeed, anyone who tries to step beyond this subject to punishment or consequence set by the community embedded in the culture. Culture here draw this consequence into moral development of its members.
So, the fourth influences of culture in the moral development. As culture helps in generating the character and identity of its people, it also includes their moral character. So, the character that is being shaped by a culture may not always be just and rightful. A culture, like many others, may shape a character that is unjust, and mistaken in the general perspective of human morality. So, ang pinakalas sa the influence of culture in the moral development is the culture identifies the authorities or the governing individuals or groups. So, ang culture daw is the symbol of guidance and control. So, sa uban na culture, ang men is always regarded as the leaders who oversee the order of the community and give guidance. So, kani siya nga culture is sa una nga diri sa Philippines nga ang lalaki maoy maora gitugutan nga mag-eskwela or govern sa community labi na sa family. So overall, culture is importante siya sa human development sa human person and sa moral development particularly. So culture is a principle that surrounds the moral development of the people may not always promote what is good and just for all. It is certain that sometimes the principles, attitudes, and behaviors that are actually hinder good relationship and violate the welfare of the others. These are indeed difficult to eliminate immediately in a culture, yet they should be subject to people's discernment that proper changes and modifications have to be done for the sake of the welfare and justice for everybody. So thank you very much and thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Good day everyone.